want to talk to you about that cup. That cup that you hold in life, and that can be a coffee cup or that can be a teacup, but you know what it is? It is your mindset cup. So, is that half full or half empty? Two people can hold the same cup and see two wildly different things. A thing that I find was very interesting for me digging into this like 3 decades ago, thinking, why is everything so different? Why is my experience so much more different than the majority of people I meet? Why is it that old stories or old beliefs or, being a victim, being on your shadow side of yourself, why is it so hard to let go? Or why won't you even try? So that got me curious. And since then, I've been diving into many different systems. What I always do with everything is I learn it, I live it, I teach it. The thing I dived into this time was human design system. I am already so into it. When first coming across my design as a 3-5 manifestor, everything just made perfect sense to me. So right there and then, I could feel that the validation of me being okay. Somebody who doesn't know me, have never met me, can be so specific at telling me this is the mechanics of you. I found that extremely fascinating. So that's why I'm starting the certification program as well. Right now, I do keynotings for you. So if this sounds something like you, please just click the link below and I'll do a reading for you. So let's continue here, because why is it that your experience can be so much more different than your mom, kids, spouse, friends, family? What is it that makes a person very different or not? So when we speak about the cup, is it half full? Is it half empty? Depends on, of course, your conditioning, which means your childhood. What were your surroundings doing for you? Were your parents very supportive? How did you grow up? And this will be different. My actually first video here on YouTube was, why did Arnold Schwarzenegger survive his childhood when his brother did the complete opposite? So, two people, same DNA, same parents, growing up in the same environment, same household, everything is the same. Why does somebody become a world athlete, a governor, a Hollywood star? What has he not done? And why did his brother drink and die from alcohol from a fairly young age? So half full, half empty. What I found is that for me getting curious about this, why is it so different? Looking at a human design body graph, you will actually see all the potential that is in here. And also why something can be very traumatic for you, but won't be for somebody else. You can see that, for instance, in the splenic center. That is the awareness center that says something about your survival. So your nervous system, your survival, is this safe for me to do? And of course, we don't have any crazy wildlife, perhaps, where you can go outside to hunt food and then get killed. Hopefully you're in a safe place. Most of us are. So why is it that we can still feel that we are prone to something very instinctive about survival? Everything has to do with that. Also, the brain, all the wiring is to keep you alive. And when you want to be kept alive, you have different wiring, you have different mechanics as to why you are more prone to see danger, to want to study more, to be absolutely certain that what you are getting into, even though it's just like a new relationship, a new job, maybe you want to go study something, maybe you're just more cautious when meeting new things, new persons, new environments. Maybe you get extremely stressed when you get into a new environment or Perhaps you get very stressed when there's a lot of people there. You feel all the energies. Well, perhaps you have the channel of sensitivity, and an open spleen. So these are things that says to me, okay, so here's a person who will be more prone to seeing danger and to keep herself alive. And that's a good thing. What we want to do with this half empty, half full cup is I call it the shadow side or the sunny side. So when you are in the shadow side, that is what we call the not self theme in human design. So when you are on the shadow side, you are a victim to your conditioning. So you will say with your half cup, yes, I would love to do something about it, but the world is always against me. I don't feel like a lucky person. Everything bad always happens to me. Every time I want to try a new thing, it never works out. Stuff like that could be a not self theme, a shadow side theme for you, that you just really feel that everything is not working for you. Being on the sunny side is being curious about, why do I feel this way? Why is it that I'm not a lucky person? Why is that? And to start by transforming from this shadow side, going into the sunny side, the first step to this is awareness. And you're there already because you're listening to this. When you become aware, why is that my mindset? And just change it to yet. Okay, so I'm not there yet. I need to learn this. That's a process. Instead of being a perfectionist or anything else, we will still just say, this is a process. I will learn it through whatever system is good for me. If you, for instance, have a line 1 in your body graph, that means that you will have a deeply desire to study more. You would want to know the data around everything in that new job. You would want to know who gets lunch, who is your boss for the team you're going to be in, how many people is there, what are those type of people, what do I need to learn, do I need a second course, okay, I need that course, where can I get the course? And for other people would be like, well, it's a new job, I'm just going to go there and see how it goes. My boss is going to tell me, settle me in and do the onboarding. So that would be different. But if you have that line 1 in your chart, well, that's probably why you have this. If you have the open spleen, perhaps the channel of sensitivity, well, there you go. It will be very different for you to start new things. If you also feel the pressure of wanting to be like everybody else, okay, so perhaps you look at a person like me, yeah? I'm a 3-5. The third line for me, well, it's a trial and error line. So I'll just jump off a cliff, see how it goes, and then take it from there. What shouldn't I have done? Why shouldn't I have done it? Okay, should have been thinking more about it before actually jumping. But when you look at other people who perhaps is like me, okay, that didn't work, I'll just go and do something else. That's what I will do. Trial and error. Okay, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? And then I will work my way to my success through the lived experience. But if you have that line 1, you will be very uncomfortable because you will need to know all the data around it. But you can feel the pressure perhaps. Okay, so I should just do it. And you can feel your nervous system and you're sweating and perhaps you get heart aches and sweaty palms. Yes, and that will be it for you. Also, if you're not following your strategy and your authority, which means how do you make decisions? If you have, for instance, this open spleen and a channel of sensitivity and a line 1, you will not just jump into things. You'll need to do the work. Because if you just jump and you have a decision-making wave that says you should actually sleep on it. Every time everybody comes to you with a request, you should always say, oh, that sounds great. I'll get back to you on that. And then you'll sleep on it. Perhaps you'll sleep 5 times on it. And when you wake up on day 5, you'll know, well, you know what? That really sounds very good for me. I'll say yes. Or perhaps you wake up and you go, no, I ain't doing that. But if you feel pressured with perhaps an empty cup mindset, open spleens, channel of sensitivity, and you just said, okay, yes, I'll go, because you felt the pressure of needing to go because everybody else seems to do that, that will be you stepping over your own boundaries. So when you know that your strategy and authority is to actually wait, create space around you, wait, sleep on it. Yeah, and sleep on it 5 times if that's what you need. You have to work with this. The more you work with it, you will know, okay, for small decisions, I should just sleep on it. I'll know more in the morning. Or if it's like big life decisions, perhaps you should sleep on it for 3 weeks, right? Because that emotional wave is going through your system, your nervous system. You have to process it. And there are so many indicators here. If you have a triple split definition, for instance, which means you have 3 different circuitries in your chart, that means that you have to go out into public areas, for instance, have a coffee and let other people's energy pass through your system. Because when you get other people's auras in yours, just, sitting in a cafe, having a coffee, minding your own business, just let the auras pass through you and then sleep on it, you will be wiser in the morning. So there's so many things where you can actually gain some more nervous system control because you are more correct in the way you make decisions and the way you look at it. Because there's nothing wrong with you. There's no chart that there is better or worse. Everything is potential, and you can live a whole life without ever fulfill any potential. That's it for all of us, right? But we do have this life, and we can choose to look into who are we? What are the mechanics? How do I start to work with this scarcity mindset I have? Why am I afraid every time I want to do something? I want to do this adventure, but I'm just so scared that anything would happen. Well, we can see it in your chart that you are wired this way. But the good news is, even how you are wired, because human design is not an excuse and it's not a box. So this is just something for you to know, because when knowing, it creates awareness. When you have awareness, yes, you still decide what you want to do with it. If you want to leave it, sure, you can leave it. But when you know, okay, so if I live this authority and strategy more, I will actually create space so that my nervous system can actually tune into new lifestyles. So what about that next level I know you feel it. If you're listening to this, you're definitely feeling it. I'm feeling it every day. So, something is coming, and to get excited about that is very important instead of being scared. But knowing that, of course, you can feel more scarce than others. Nothing wrong with that. I'll go find you when we need to survive, okay? So just know that that is a good thing. But if you are on your shadow side, it can feel very heavy and it can feel like a workload. So overwhelmed, tiredness, lack of love. The world will mirror back to you what you feel. So when you have words around your life, I'm just not a lucky person, that wording will create an emotion. That emotion is what creates your life. That's something good to know, that your words create the feelings that creates your life, right? So be mindful of what you say, how you speak it, because that's the first step to actually becoming more a person that can go on the sunny side. I root for you. And remember, if you want to get your chart done, contact me on the link below. Have a good day.